Do you ever feel down or depressed on special days like holidays and your birthday? Hey guys, what's up? My name is Jeffrey Lin. On this channel, I talk about my personal journey with multiple chronic illnesses that I've had all of my life since birth. And that's kind of what I'm talking about today. It was my birthday earlier this week. I was basically just destroyed the whole week because it was about 100 degrees, about 98 degrees here in Los Angeles, which translates to about 37 degrees for you guys in Celsius. Even though I had taken my dupixent injection a couple days before my birthday, just being in anticipation of the heat and how horrible I do in the heat and all the extra reactions I have. I still got destroyed. I didn't get destroyed as much, but I didn't really get to enjoy it. My birthday, got messages from people asking, what I did for my birthday or hope that I enjoy it or do something special. I never do. And when I was a kid, that would kind of get me down, but it's been a long, long time since that even mattered to me. And so for those of you who do get emotionally riled up or just feel sad or down on special days or a day that you think should have meaning, this video is for you. So I'm going to roll an intro, hit the subscribe button, and we'll be right back. So it was my birthday 4 days ago, and I basically just woke up today and I'm still having a difficult time. Every part of my body hurts. There's inflammation in my joints, in my back. I'm having hot sweats. My skin's super dry and my ears are teary. I have a horrible migraine. My kneecaps feel like they're going to pop. There's other parts of my spine that is flaring up. So, and this is the best day of the week. I've talked about how reactions can get worse when it's hot. So if you guys want to look back at it, you can find that video. But, this week was over 90 degrees here in LA, and several days, including on my birthday, it was close to 100 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 37, 38 degrees Celsius. On top of that, it was super dry. So normally you want humidity around 40 to 50%, which is like a healthy level. It was under 10. And because of that and all these strong winds that were blowing up dust, we had even more wildfires here in the Los Angeles area. So, we were even afraid to open the windows, but dust and pollution and chemicals still got in. So the dryness also really bothered me. Even though I'm doing so well on dupixent, you can't expect a medication to save you from jumping out of the airplane without a parachute. There are just limitations of medications because even for normal people, my friends and family, they're reacting in this super dry and super hot weather. There's very few people getting by and feeling okay about this. For me to even manage to get through it, that was basically my birthday gift. People asked what I did for my birthday. I'm like, I didn't get as destroyed as I did this time last year, and I didn't get destroyed as much as I thought I would because I gave myself the dupixent injection. And that kind of brings me to my point. Your birthday and special days, they're kind of made up in the sense that, well, if you go to another country, or let's say you're an astronaut going to space or Mars or whatever, like, what part of the Earth's cycle around the sun is your actual birthday? It's kind of flexible, and depending if you're on like a lunar calendar, like for us, for Chinese people, lunar calendar is a completely different calendar. So my birthday would actually not be on October 22nd of the Western calendar. It would be on a different date on the lunar calendar. So don't get too tied up with a specific day. My personal feeling, like what I feel on my birthday is, well, I survived another year. I'm still here. I'm still in the fight. And I'm not like super excited. I'm not looking forward to presents or anything because that's not my life goal. That's somebody else's reality. That's not mine. My focus is fighting this disease, fighting on different fronts. And when I'm feeling horrible, my focus is just hanging on. And for a lot of my birth dates, I was either in the hospital or had pneumonia or puking up or was just really flaring up because it's so dry at this time of the year, and just feeling like I'm wearing a hot suit when you have really bad eczema from head to toe. I literally have severe eczema even inside my eardrums and my nose and everywhere, but literally every single spot of my skin has eczema, and also internally. So like right now there's a lot of inflammation going on inside, like even with my lungs, and chest pain and irregular heartbeat. So every day for me is basically the same. I'm just fighting the same battle and trying to hold on. So I'm not living according to other people's calendar. I don't eat cake. I'm not looking forward to cake. My mom always makes me Jello just because that's something I can tolerate with all the medication I take. But I can't even be around cake. I can't even smell cake without having a severe anaphylactic reaction. So I'm basically in the mindset of I'm going to create my own reality. I'm going to create my own special days. I'm going to create my own celebration techniques or traditions. Like a cake and presents are a tradition for other people, but it hasn't always been that way. It's not that way for every culture, and that's what I mean when I say all these things that you're really grabbing onto if you're sad on your birthday. It's only because somebody brainwashed you saying birthdays are special or a holiday is special or you're supposed to get presents, and when you don't get it, you feel bad. But all this stuff is made up, and therefore you can make up your own set of things to get excited about. Like I get excited about not suffering as badly, and I get excited about actually doing work if I'm feeling well, even if it's my birthday. If I get to work on something I enjoy or read something I enjoy, that's a good day for me. And that's kind of what special days are, is, being appreciative of good days. So when you have made up structures and made up days, it also limits your belief, which I guess it works for normal people, average people, but we're not average. As I said in the previous video, having a rare disease, a chronic illness, actually prepares us to be extraordinary because it has a lot of the same experiences that people who have to get through to be successful. Having these limited beliefs on certain days or certain things you have to do, it really creates a mental, emotional prison that restricts you from doing things. And those of us with chronic illness, we already have way too many restrictions. So please don't add any more made up restrictions to your life. Try to remove as many restrictions from your life as possible so you can do more of the things that you want, or at least have a better chance of surviving. A lot of like what we want is just to be able to survive and not suffer as much. All right, point number 2. Even if birthdays and holidays are real, it's better to live as if they're not real. It's better to imagine that they're not special. So yes, there is calendars that people go with, and things do happen on a certain schedule. So, your birth record does say you were born on a certain day. So in a sense, those things are real, but it's better to not put yourself again in that limiting belief prison, because if you believe these things are real, then you're viewing them in a way that restricts you and hurts you emotionally. And you want to be good to yourself. So you don't want to do anything that's going to make you suffer anymore than reality already does make you suffer. You don't want to add any emotional or psychological or made up emotions that's going to hurt you. Because one of the things that really makes any kind of illness worse is stress. And so for you to get down and feel bad, it's going to make your condition worse. So you can make your special day, like I do, make your special day any day that you're well enough to do something. Any day you're able to achieve something amazing for you. Don't go with like the amazing comparison that other people are using, like grades or jobs or something. What is something that really matters for you? And that really comes down to you understanding yourself, doing a lot of soul searching and figuring out what actually matters to you. And if you're able to do that, count that as your special day. So that gives you more control over your life, so you're not feeling like life is so out of your control, because those of us with chronic illness, so much of our lives already feel out of control and it's constantly in chaos, and we can't predict when we're going to have a flare up. And that's why it's really hard to expect that you're going to feel well on your birthday, or that I'm going to feel well on my birthday. You can't expect things to happen precisely and to always happen in that way. And if you do, you're setting yourself up for failure, disappointment, and again, that emotional pain that's going to make your condition worse. Just remember, every day is a gift. It's not guaranteed. And if you have something important or difficult to do, I mean, don't take your special day off just because it's your birthday or it's your holiday, because you think you deserve it. We don't deserve any part of this life. It's like life is so fragile. It can be taken away at any moment, or it's hard to have good days. So it's not guaranteed. Just because healthy people feel like good days and healthy days are guaranteed doesn't mean it actually is. And for most people, sometime throughout their life, they're going to be very sick. And so what you see as like people thinking they deserve to feel well, that's only one tiny speck of their life. You don't see the times when they're sick, and you don't see what is coming for them in the future. Point number 3 is just focus on your thoughts and actions that make your life better. Control your life as much as you can, and when you decide what matters for you, you're more in control of your life. And remove ideas and beliefs that limit your life. And remember, there's always one more thing you can do. It's never hopeless unless you give up. So sometimes you have to try many, many things over many years and fail countless times. That's part of the reason why I'm posting all of these YouTube videos, is to show you how many treatments I've tried and how 99% of them backfire and make things worse. And even my doctors are often hold me back and are scared for me to try something. But I'm like, if I don't try something, there's no chance. If I try something, yeah, it could backfire most of the time, but maybe there's that 1% of the chance that I'm going to have a good result. And that's kind of what happened with dupixent. So if I didn't have that belief and keep going for it, then I wouldn't be where I am today. A lot of people just give up because they have, 5 failed treatments or 10 failed treatments, or like for me, like 27 years of failed treatments and getting worse. And any part in there I could have given up, but in my mind, I'm just like, there's always one more thing that's coming in the future. I just need to hang on for a little bit longer. So each failure teaches you what not to do. It gets you closer to the answer. So as long as you think that there's always one more thing you can do, you have a chance. And that is really up to you. So whether your life completely falls apart or whether you have hope and whether you have a chance, it's actually up to you. As chaotic and as unpredictable as illnesses are and health and life in general, whether you have a chance or not is up to you. So just decide that whenever things seem impossible, just think there's always one more thing you can do. You just haven't thought of it, or you're still waiting for it. But there is that one thing out there, and that is what all of human society is built on. We came from fighting the wilderness, and we're not the strongest species alive. Fighting the elements, but humans have been able to survive in a desert, in the Arctic, on the ocean, in forests, and anywhere in between. So if our ancestors could do that, we can do so much more than we think. So that's my birthday message to you. We'll see how I do next year. Hopefully this time next year, I'll actually be able to celebrate. All right, guys, thanks for watching. My name is Jeffrey Lin. If you like this video, share it with somebody you think that would need this message, and comment below. Let me know you stopped by. Let me know what your birthday is. I'd love to check out your horoscope and see what kind of followers I have, what kind of subscribers I have on this channel.